bitch!
With the thunderclap, be gone.
The 5 Kage can't hope to stop me.
I got the hype finish.
Uchiha are above that.
They keep saying slurs. It's not okay. They called someone a Jinchuriki earlier. They were clapping when someone got called a sand ninja.
Beat the boss. Say,
Fucking
doesn't look
sand
like he's
ninjas.
having trouble.
It's really been fucked up.
This guy.
Game's over. It's time to finish.
I know you have no idea what's happening. You don't... There was an entire other game before all of this. Do you want the TLDR?
I'm gonna forgive you either way.
Yeah? Okay, hold on. Okay, so we'll pause real quick and we'll do the Naruto recap. Okay, so right? Naruto is a retard. And he was born and he had a fox put inside of him, and it's a big demon fox. So the fox destroyed the village and everyone hated Naruto because the fox was put inside of him. And then Naruto went to ninja school to become a ninja, and he started hanging out with this guy called Sasuke and a girl called Sakura, and Naruto didn't like Sasuke, and he slipped and they accidentally kissed. And then they went on missions together to be cool ninjas, and then they went to an exam called the Chunin exams where they become better ninjas. And Sasuke got bit by a gay snake man, and so Sasuke gets bit by the gay snake man because the gay snake man wants to wear Sasuke's skin. I'm telling you the plot, woman. So the gay snake man wants to wear Sasuke's skin because he's an Uchiha, and Uchiha have special eyes that make them cooler than everybody else. But all the Uchiha are dead because Sasuke's brother killed all of them except for Sasuke. So Orochimaru is the gay snake man, and he's like, this is the last one. This is my last chance. I must wear his skin. So he bites him and puts a curse on him. And then they finish the ninja exams, and this guy in the red with the gourd on his back that you just saw right there, his name is Gaara. He was there too, and he's like, I hate everyone. I have a big sand raccoon inside of me. I'm going to kill everyone. And then he turned into a big sand raccoon, and he beat the shit out of Sasuke, and then Naruto is like, I hate you. And then he summoned a big frog, and then the big frog and the big sand raccoon fought each other, and then Naruto headbutted him so hard that Gaara stopped being a bad guy. Naruto met an old man by the name of Jiraiya, who was really cool, and Jiraiya was peeping on girls in a bath. And Naruto was like, stop peeping, you pervert. And then he was like, no, I need to do this to write my book. And then Jiraiya was like, all right, Naruto, I'm going to train you. And then he teaches him how to make a ball in his hand. And the ball in his hand is called the Rasengan. And he hits people with it, and it sends them flying away. So he learned that, and then they went to go find the big boob lady because they were like, we need the big boob lady to be in charge of the village because the last leader died to the gay snake man when the giant raccoon was attacking. And then they go get the big boob lady, and then the gay snake man is there again, and the gay snake man is like, boob lady, I will summon your dead husband for you if you come work with me. And then she's like, no, I put faith in Naruto. And then they punched the big snake, they punched the gay snake man, and he ran away. And then they go back to the village, and Sasuke's like, I'm so upset that my brother killed my family, and I hate that Naruto got a cool new move. So he's like, Naruto, fight me. And then they fight on the roof of a hospital real quick. And then a bunch of sound ninja from the gay snake man village show up. And they're like, Sasuke, we're going to put you in a box, and you're going to come with us, and you're going to be cooler. And they're like, okay. So they put him in a box, and then they run away with Sasuke. And then the big boob lady is like, I don't have time to spare. I don't have any adults to send. Then they get this one guy named Shikamaru, who's a child, and they're like, Shikamaru, go get 4 other children. The big boob lady, right? She's in charge, and she's like, okay, I'm going to go send 5 children to go stop these people from kidnapping this other children. So the 5 children, one is a dog, one is fat, one has special eyes, one is Naruto, so you're already down 5 people, and then one is Shikamaru, who uses shadows. And they go fight the sound people, who are a big fat guy, a spider, a lady that plays the flute, and a guy that is 2 guys. And the kids, and then all the kids go fight, and then Naruto catches up to him, and then there's this guy called Kimimaru that shows up, and he's like, I'm made of bones and I'm dying. And then Rock Lee shows up, and he's like, I drank alcohol. I'm really good at fighting now. And then Naruto runs to go catch Sasuke. And then they go meet in this big valley where there's a waterfall. And they look at each other. And Sasuke's like, why do you keep chasing me, Naruto? And Naruto's like, because you're my friend. And then they fight. And then they both get unconscious because they fought too hard. And then Sasuke leaves. And he's like, I'm going to go hang out with the big gay snake man now. And then Naruto wakes up and he's like, I can't believe I lost. And then there's a time skip for 3 years. And then Naruto is training with Jiraiya, the pervert guy. And he comes back to the village. And then they're like, the Akatsuki are doing bad things. They attacked Gaara and they ripped out his giant raccoon from inside of him. They went to go fight the Akatsuki, which are the bad guys that are trying to rip the animals out of people. So they ripped out Gaara's animal, the Sandman, the big raccoon. They ripped it out of him. And Gaara died. And there's an old lady that uses puppets. And so her grandson is in the Akatsuki. So she's like, I'm going to go beat the shit out of him. And she does. She hangs out with Sakura and they beat the shit out of the puppet man. And then Naruto and the white guy Kakashi go chase another guy named Deidara who has mouths on his hands and he makes exploding clay. And they rip his arm off and then he's like, ah! And then he disappears and runs away. And then they go back to their village and then it goes to Sasuke and Sasuke's like, I hate this gay snake man. I'm going to kill him now. And then he goes and he kills the gay snake man. And then he goes and gets a bunch of fuckers to team up with him. The redhead girl, the water man, and the crazy man. And they're a team and they're like, we're going to go do cool shit. We're going to go kill Itachi. And that's their plan. And then they go and they find Deidara, the guy with the mouths on his hands. And then they kill him. Then it goes back to Naruto. And Naruto is like, what is happening? I need to learn something cool. And Kakashi's like, what if you made 1,000 of yourself and you trained at the same time so that all of you trained differently and you learned 1 billion things at once? And Naruto's like, that's a good idea. So they do that for a while. And then these 2 other guys show up from the Akatsuki called Hidan and Kakazu. And they're both immortal. And then Kakashi goes to fight them with the children from the previous fight. And they get their ass beat first, but then they start winning. So then they fight the immortal Akatsuki guys. They beat the Akatsuki guys and kill them. And then it goes back to Sasuke, and he's like, I found my brother. I'm going to kill him. And then he kills his brother. And then the bad guy that you saw in the mask that we just saw, his name was Madara. And he was like, Sasuke, your brother wasn't evil. He was told to join the Akatsuki and kill all the Uchiha because the Uchiha were evil. And then Sasuke had a mental breakdown. And that's how we got to the point that we're at right now. Oh, and Naruto fought a guy named Pain because Pain killed Jiraiya. And then Pain blew up the village. And then Naruto was like, no, I learned karate from frogs and I'm going to defeat you. And then he beat him. And now we are here. Do you understand any of that, Elf?
A world of solitude where you will never return.